Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Adam Williamson with the video of the day. Um, Today I actually want to talk about something pretty interesting. I feel like a lot of people will value into this. It was actually brought up to me by one of my friends. And with that being said, I feel like, if anyone has anything that they would like interested in, or just a thought or a question, and you don't mind asking me, like, definitely, ask me or whatever, inbox me, text me, call me if you have my number, even leave a comment. If there's something that you would want to hear me kind of like touch on or talk about, or just hear my insight, because that's what all I'm really sharing, just my insight and what I've been learning. But I want to kind of touch on uncertainty and just, share my humble opinion and like my experiences with like dealing with uncertainty. So, from my understanding of uncertainty, it's basically dealing with doubt and fear of the future. It comes from like a lack of control about the future, or a lack of knowing what's going to happen if you do something, or also even not even being clear about or having a good understanding of what could happen. And part of it comes from also thinking about the past. It's like you're not sure if you should do something because you don't know what's going to happen, and previous experiences kind of make you feel like, well, I'm not too sure if this is a great idea or if things are going to work out. Well, even though we have our past to kind of learn from, it's not really a great idea to use previous experiences to dictate the future, because, well, it's in the past. You gotta think about, like, hey, we have history to learn from. We have history to figure out what we don't want. We have history to figure out what we should improve upon, what we should fix. So you got to think about what happened in the past as learning experiences, so that way you can take the lessons out of it, and move forward and not repeat those things again. You don't want to be looping and looping or whatever what happens. So with that being said, the history, your past is just history and just lessons. So to clear up your uncertainty, you want to be certain, you want to know what you want. In the sense, like when I was talking about goals yesterday, what exactly do you want? Because moving forward into the future, you should be looking towards something and not thinking about what has happened. Because a little bit of a side note, there's something in your brain called the reticular activation system, right? And essentially, a little funny story is basically, I remember like when I first started running track, right before I started running track, right? Just a regular kid, whatever. Go outside, be with my friends, be at the park. I would actually spend a lot of time at this park close to my house called Fort Greene, right? And I would just be outside chilling. Didn't notice anything crazy, but as soon, like right after I joined the track team, I just started seeing like a whole bunch of runners like everywhere, downtown, at the park, running by my school, running by my house, just people just running. And I'm like, where did all these people come from? Well, that's the reticular activation system. And I hope I said that right. But anyway, yeah, so that's a reticular activation system, paying attention to the things that you want to pay attention to. That's why it's so important. Thoughts becomes things. So in order to really move away from uncertainty, you can't be stuck in the past. You have to focus on the future and the outcome that you want, in terms of like, what should I really actually be thinking about? What should I start focusing on? Because you have to move away from the fear of something and think about the excitement of it. Sometimes it's good to not necessarily know exactly what's going to happen, because that promotes change and that promotes insight, that promotes something that you never got before. But there, of course, is, clues as to what could happen in the future, because you have goals, you have some type of expectation for what you want. So think about that and trust 100% in the process towards getting what you want. There's no need to be fearful just because you don't know what's going to happen. I feel like a lot of people get stuck in the fear of the unknown when they should grow to be curious and to solve and answer their own questions about whatever they don't know about, because it's important to really honestly understand things. You shouldn't be afraid of things you don't know. You have no reason to be afraid of it. You should want to learn more about something because it's can be exciting, interesting to learn about a perspective or some type of quality you don't know. But that's basically my thing about uncertainty. Drive with your foot on the gas and take it off the brake. Go 100%. Trust the process. Trust the action that you want, and learn from your mistakes and learn from the past, so that way you can have clarity when you move into the future, and you won't have to worry about if this is going to work, if not, because, well, it's all a learning experience. You just have to trust yourself to go forward and push past your fears, because the longer you take to do something, the more scary and the more painful it can be. But if you just go ahead and do it, I guarantee you it won't be as bad as you think it will. But that's my little tidbit for the day, guys. And again, if anyone has any ideas or whatever they're talking about, let me know. This video is kind of long, but hey, that's because I put a story in there. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you do. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'm actually going to go be dancing for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, so later, guys.